out there, somewhere. That's the honest result of aliens' hunt so far. Even with our most sophisticated telescopes and meticulously designed space voyages, we haven't been able to spot an extraterrestrial life so far. Are they waiting for us for a showdown? Or are they shy of us? We will totally get it if they need space. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a questions and answers platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers to different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which can be easily converted into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. There are more than 100 billion planets in our galaxy. In either one or many, our extraterrestrial buddies are living a peaceful life. If we choose to think this, it follows logically there must be some clear indications of life, hints that suggest we are not alone in this universe. This has inspired our entertainment and culture immensely in the last few decades. Even though it is dubbed fiction by NASA at this point in history, it gives a sense of satisfaction to think that Earth's inhabitants are not the only beings in this universe. But can we rule out the presence of extraterrestrial beings altogether? Judging by the extraordinary evidence coming from the field of astrobiology, that won't be a very wise thing to do. Take the example of the Curiosity rover, one of NASA's most ambitious missions ever. It landed on Mars in 2012 to find out if the red planet is or was suitable for life. The rover's goals included investigating the Martian climate and geology, assessing whether it ever afforded environmental conditions favorable for microbial life, and investigating the role of water. The Curiosity rover found that ancient Mars was wet and warm. In fact, it was a perfectly habitable place for microbial life. All the ingredients needed for life, like appropriate chemicals, a consistent energy source, water that was likely stable on the surface for millions of years, were present. In short, there was once a time when life prevailed on Mars. How can we not wonder about aliens after learning this? Using the classic approach and denying their presence doesn't make sense. They must be there. That's what my heart says. If they are still there, we have to find the answer to where. That's what the brain says. Why have we been unsuccessful so far? Unfortunately, that's something that neither heart nor brain can answer at this point, but humans are pretty good at guesswork. 3 hypotheses offer the possible reason for this: the aestivation hypothesis, the Gaian bottleneck hypothesis, and Fermi's paradox. Let's start with the aestivation hypothesis, but before we talk about the idea itself, it is crucial to understand the difference between aestivation and hibernation. While hibernation is a state of minimal activity that occurs during the winter months, aestivation refers to a state of animal dormancy in summer. An animal will wait it out till the temperature cools down a bit when it is aestivating. Coming back to the aestivation hypothesis, yeah, you guessed it right, it says most aliens are fast asleep right now. They're waiting till the universe cools down to make the best use of the energy that they have stored before aestivating. While our extraterrestrial pals enjoy their quick nap that may have lasted millions of years already, let us dive into the world of imagination. We want to imagine a scene where an advanced alien civilization is practically in control of everything. Can you imagine the digitized systems they will form? Don't worry if you can't, because right now, almost no one can. And if the social structures and dynamics of an advanced civilization operate on an unimaginable level of sophisticated digitization, well, there would be a cooling problem. To understand this better, take supercomputers as a reference. To ensure the CPUs can run efficiently, they are kept under 30 degrees Celsius. But without cooling, their temperature would rise above 100 Celsius in seconds. Hence, a supercomputer is equipped with a massive water-based liquid cooling unit. So sleeping for a few trillion years is okay for our lazy aliens if that helps them perform tasks of unimaginable complexity when they wake up. An example of such a task is conquering the universe. The Gaian bottleneck hypothesis believes that we haven't found any aliens so far because they're dead. Unstable climates that made life insufferable are not impossible to imagine. Things did get a little cold or a little too hot on certain planets, thereby making the survival of species impossible. Today, scientists believe that there is every chance simple life and microbes may have existed on Venus, Mars, and Earth nearly 4 billion years ago. Why we made it today, but others didn't? Apart from getting lucky, one main reason for this miraculous survival is that early life evolved rapidly on Earth. As a result, gases like oxygen were released, which increased the survival on Earth by significant factors. We were the only ones who got that lucky. Such an event didn't happen in the Martian or Venusian climate. It is hard to live when nature doesn't want you to live. No blame on the poor ETs who died as proposed by the bottleneck hypothesis. We've been talking about finding aliens for some time now, but what if aliens visited us already? What if they came and didn't like what they saw? Sounds a little depressing, but that's what the Fermi paradox suggests. One fine summer morning at Los Alamos National Laboratory in New Mexico, Enrico Fermi and his co-workers were chatting casually over lunch. For some reason, the focus of conversation switched to flying saucers. That's when Fermi first asked this question: how probable is it that within the next 10 years we shall have clear evidence of a material object moving faster than light? And when he didn't find a reasonable answer, he added, the probability is more like 10%. Fermi later followed up this unremarkable chat with a series of calculations on the probability of Earth-like planets, life on Earth, the likelihood of human life on Earth, and the likely rise plus duration of high technology, and so on. Finally, he concluded, humans should have been visited by aliens long ago, and not just one time. 4 arguments explain Fermi's paradox. 1. Aliens never visited Earth because of physical difficulty. Traveling was an issue back then as well. 2. Aliens chose to never come to Earth. Okay, that's a little harsh. We are a friendly people, you know. 3. More advanced civilizations arose for aliens to reach, so we can expect a trip in the future. 4. Aliens have visited Earth in the past, which is as disappointing as finding out about dinosaurs. It boils down to this: how sure are we that life still exists beyond Earth? More importantly, what exactly is life? Astrobiologists think that we really don't know what life is until we find an alternative to the basic life structure found on Earth. The same DNA, metabolism, and carbon-based blueprint shared by all known life. So there's every chance that an ET life might be very different from life on Earth. Alien civilizations might not be very down to Earth, but still, it would be nice to meet some folks from another planet. It gets a little lonely here sometimes. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a stellar blockchain Q&A platform that pays you to learn. If you loved what you just watched, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.